Yeah, those gloves came off. There might have been some brass knuckles in some of those gloves, you know, depending on who you ask. In many ways, it really was the spirited exchange that a lot of political observers have been looking for to see in all of this tonight. We'll go to the video, tell you all about it. The city council president, Mary Sheffield, Pastor Solomon Kinlock, well-known pastor in the city, facing off, trading barbs for a solid hour on crime, education, neighborhood development, and each of them accusing the other of not being truthful about their resumes and their experience levels. Sheffield questioned Kinlock's lack of experience in government, what she says is a lack of experience in government, and says that he was a no-show for many community forums around town. Kinlock says he's been in the community, even in the council president's district, and says that really, she's expecting Detroiters to, quote, his words, kiss the ring of power brought on by what he calls Sheffield's privilege by being a member of a prominent Detroit family. But we asked each of them about recent controversies, the numerous reports questioning Kinlock's residency, and that his church has about $30,000 in unpaid water bills, and Sheffield about reports that she missed many planning commission meetings and whether she should have done more about the $40 million stolen from the Riverfront Conservancy. Watch. Pastor, can you start by clarifying, do you live in Detroit? How much time do you spend at the Oakland Township home you have?
I am a resident of the city of Detroit. I've been asked that question 100 times, and I answered it 100 times. My heart has always been here, and I am a resident here.
But your neighbors tell us that they see you up there often.
My neighbors cannot tell you that they've seen me up at that house in a long time.
Sir, can you say the church water bills paid? We have to ask. That's in the press.
The affordability plan means that the plan is current. Triumph Church, just like 35 other thousand residents and businesses in this community, much larger than mine, are on that payment plan, because it gives us an opportunity to make sure that we are balancing resources and still providing services for the community. And that's what we want to continue to do. Our church exists to help people, and as many opportunities that we get in order to do that, we take advantage of those opportunities.
And Council President, can you talk about the Reverend said you could have done more on the Conservancy issue with the $40 million that were stolen?
It's always easy to talk about challenges and to point fingers, but the real test of leadership is rolling up your sleeves and getting things done. And I think tonight was a clear contrast of what we can expect from leadership in this city. And I believe that Detroiters deserve solutions to the challenges that our city is facing, and that was not given by my opponent tonight. So very proud of the work that we've accomplished in Detroit, and we can acknowledge the progress, but also acknowledge that there's more work to do, and that is what I will continue to focus on.
How do you address the public reports that you've missed several planning meetings as a city official?
That was from my opponent, completely false. I am not a voting member of the Planning and Economic Development Committee. I'm not expected to attend nor required to attend. I show up every time I'm supposed to be there for our formal sessions, and we're going to continue not to be distracted by these false statements from my opponent, but focus on the issues that matter to Detroiters, and that's what we did tonight.
We also asked the council president about seeking out those tickets to see the rapper Jeezy and the potential ethics complaint that many city officials say could take place. She says her team has looked at it and says there was no ethical violation as far as she is concerned. Reporting live in the News Center area, Dave Kinchin on The Edge.
Yeah, certainly. There was a lot of jabs back and forth, and we'll see what happens on Election Day.
Keep watching.
Well, Michigan Central Station getting back on track in a big way.
A new plan will bring passenger rail service back to Corktown. Fox News' Lauren Edwards joins us live with a closer look at this major development. Lauren, this is going back to its roots.
Absolutely going directly back to its roots. I just love seeing Michigan Central Station get all the credit and the love that it deserves, and these developments are so great. We were just out here for the concert, then the hotel. Now trains are coming back, and I've gotten some time to dig into this one, just exactly how they're getting over to Canada. Let's take a look at the rendering right quick. And then Governor Whitmer, MDOT, City of Detroit, and Michigan Central have agreed to a memorandum of understanding to create a transportation hub on the campus, committing $40 million to research and engineering of the project. Now, the station itself is not the stop, but you can be able to walk to it because, again, it'll be on this campus. And the Amtrak Wolverine line, which goes from Chicago to Detroit, it's what's going to be extended. And get this, guys, it goes under the river to Windsor and then on to Toronto.
of people don't know that there's a train bridge that goes right underneath to the Detroit River. For decades, people would take the train from Chicago through Ann Arbor to Detroit, under the river over to Windsor, and then off to Toronto, and even around to New York. And so the goal is to restore that service.
So exciting. We have been working very closely with our partners across the river. This is also a really great show of cross-border cooperation. This has been an effort between the City of Detroit, City of Windsor, and the State of Michigan and the Province of Ontario, as well as our respective federal governments.
And you know, it's so funny to be able to do this story because I was just thinking today, I'm like, man, I wish there was another way we could get over to Canada. I wish there was a train that could do that. And then I'm doing the story and I'm learning exactly how it's happened. But again, we won't be able to see it till 2028, but I know I'm excited. Reporting live here in downtown Detroit, Corktown, Detroit, Lauren Edwards on The Edge.
Yeah, an exciting time in Corktown, and certainly for the city. I know that the folks at the advocacy group for transportation are saying, hey, we hope this happens. It's a new plan. But is this plan a definite slam dunk? Is this definitely a go?
There's still some things, some details that need to be ironed out, but you know, the memorandum of understanding, that kind of puts things into motion. It puts pen to paper and allows for that plan to develop and to put money behind it as well, which is what's happening.
Yeah, a lot of excitement happening in Corktown and around that Michigan Central. Lauren Edwards for us live tonight. Thank you.
Oh, our fall weather, it's coming in. It's going to be a chilly morning.
Yeah, it is going to be a chilly morning and these chilly nights as well as the furnaces kicking across Metro Detroit. Rich Luderman, we have any hope for a little bit of the 70s coming back?
Yes, Saturday we're going to see numbers back into the 70s. Now, yesterday and again Monday we had numbers in the 70s. Today was a bit cooler. We also had some clouds and some sprinkles to start the day, but that system has fizzled out. It's high pressure parked over the Great Lakes, the upper Ohio River Valley. There's really not a lot going on in our part of the country, but that'll be changing, especially as we get into Saturday night and Sunday. Right now, it's all quiet for Detroit, up into the Thumb, Saginaw, Grand Rapids, further north to Ludington, Cadillac, and Traverse City. You can see Cleveland, Buffalo, Toronto, all dealing with pretty quiet weather. Here are the daytime highs today, 64 for us, 61 in Chicago. Bit cooler up there around Newberry and Bad Axe, numbers staying in the upper 50s. But then again, it is the middle part of October. 64 and 51, your official high and low so far. There are your averages. Look at the records, 86 on the high side, 24 on the low side. Nothing like that in the forecast. It is cooling off, though, 51 for us with a light northeasterly breeze. Dew points are coming down. There's more and more blue showing up on the map these nights. 45 in Lansing, 41 Lapeer. Still 50 in Windsor, 49 over at City Airport, but not much wind really to talk about. How about 38 in Alpena, 37 for the tip of the thumb. Mackinac Island coming in at 46 degrees. It's high pressure parked over the region for tonight and tomorrow. Now, Friday morning, we'll see an elevated warm front lift north of us, so there could be a sprinkle around Friday morning. But as that cold front draws closer to us Saturday evening, that's when there'll be a better chance for some much-needed wet weather. Saturday, we're going to be in the 70s. You'll see that in the 7-day forecast. Cool and dry for the rest of tonight, on average down to 39. Some spots may get a little cooler than that. Lots of sunshine expected tomorrow. A bright Thursday with a high of 64. And here it comes, the 7-day forecast. 75 Saturday, evening showers. Sunday is going to be breezy and cooler with occasional rain showers. And then there's your Monday night forecast for football downtown. Looking good and cool, but dry for Monday Night Football. How about a full check at 4 a.m.?
Well, just some chilling video tonight showing the suspect who tried to kill a prominent Macomb businessman. Now, security video shows the moment the suspect got into Eddie Jawad's backyard, waited for 45 minutes between cars, and then fired over a dozen shots as Jawad tried to leave his Macomb Township home and drive away. We're told Jawad is out of the hospital. He is recovering. The shooter did take off, fled in a vehicle down 24 Mile East, and hasn't been seen since.
We heard the gunshots and saw him jump the wall and run out to his car. And yeah.
What did you think when you saw this?
Blown back that this is happening over in Macomb.
Police believe the suspect may have hurt himself jumping from that wall. He, like we said, was last seen driving east on 24 Mile.
Well, 2 men are facing charges accused of breaking into a Troy liquor store, and investigators believe the suspects may have targeted other businesses. Troy police arrested Keith Collins and Javon Emanuel early Sunday morning. Now, officers say they broke into the bootleg liquor store at Livernois and Long Lake. After their arrest, Warren police charged both suspects in connection to a different crime. Investigators say more charges could be on their way. A mom facing charges accused of giving her daughter a knife at school.
Now, police say the girl then used the knife to stab a classmate 5 times. Prosecutors say the mom admitted to the accusations. The victim survived, and this happened last week at Gompers Elementary Middle School on Detroit's west side. The mother right there, 37-year-old LaCara Parks, was formally charged today.
She was called to the school. She left work. She went back home to retrieve a knife out of her daughter's bedroom, took that knife up to the school, bypassed security.
Somebody allegedly got hurt by somebody else. That's not the person in front of you here today. So I'm asking the court to only look at what my client is being charged with, which are these 2 misdemeanors.
The judge gave Parks a bond of $50,000. Her daughter is also facing charges.
I'm just grateful we were in our room. Because sometimes 5 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm up, I drink me a cup of coffee, I come in, watch the people drive by, I'm watching TV, I'm drinking my coffee. It could have been me sitting right there.
Close call after a shocking situation this morning on the city's west side. A driver loses control, apparently hitting a utility pole, and ends up crashing into a house. This was the scene at Roselawn and Curtis. The vehicle lodged in the house sideways. Amazingly, no one was seriously hurt. The cause is still under investigation. Celebration today for what's being called a jewel on the Detroit riverfront.
AB Ford Park has undergone a major revamp. A ribbon cutting was held today to mark several improvements. The 34-acre park now has exercise equipment, a playground, and a revitalized riverfront. There's also newly planted trees and a new walkway and lighting. The park had been closed since 2020. Renovations had been in the works for years and were made possible with $12 million from the American Rescue Plan. Well, still ahead, Detroit Metro Airport responding to a video playing at its terminal, blaming Democrats for the government shutdown. We're going to show you the airport's rebuttal next.
The